morning, you guys, and welcome back to another video.
おはようございます。皆さんようこそ。
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk about a very important passage in the Bible today.
今日また大事な聖書の箇所を見ていきましょう。
Alright, so I'm going to want you to go ahead and open up your Bible if you can, or if you have a piece of paper. We're going to talk about Matthew 26.
今日はマタイの26章を見ていきます。
And this will be around verse 36 to 46.
36節から46節の間のお話をします。
And this is when Jesus prays in Gethsemane. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
これはイエス様がゲツセマネという場所でお祈りしている時の話です。
Now, I want you to go ahead and read this through with your family. And I'm going to talk about a couple points in here. And then a very important verse that stuck with me when Jesus was speaking with his disciples.
で、家族の皆さんと一緒に読んでみてください。で、後でどの聖書箇所がとても大事かなっていうのを話していきます。
But first, I want to ask you guys.
みんなに質問したいと思います。
Whenever you're watching a movie or if you're super tired and then you want to watch something, you're excited about it, and then you just feel tired and you end up falling asleep maybe at the beginning or halfway or at close to the end of the movie.
どうですかね、映画を見てるんですけど疲れてて寝ちゃったっていうことあります？
I know I have. I remember growing up as a kid, I wanted to see a movie with my parents, and my parents were always saying, "No, you're gonna fall asleep." I'm like, "I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'm not gonna fall asleep."
私も小さい頃に疲れてる時に映画見ようって言った時にですね、親がもう寝ちゃうよって言ったんですけど、いやそんなことないって。
So we get the movie prepared, we get the popcorn, the drinks, everything, and we turn on the movie.
で、ポップコーンとか全部用意してですね、映画をはいスタートってした時ですね。
And lo and behold, about 10 minutes into the movie, I fall asleep.
で、やっぱり10分ぐらいしたら私は寝ちゃうんですね。
So my parents would wake me up and say, "You know what? Just go to bed. We told you you would fall asleep. You missed everything."
で、親がですね、後で起こしてくれて、もう全部寝てたよっていうふうに言ってくれるんですね。
I was so angry.
私その後怒っちゃったんですね。
Raise your hand if any of you ever experienced something like that, either at a game or a movie or whatever. You're just really tired and then you end up falling asleep and you miss everything.
みんなはどうです？映画とかゲームしてる中で、疲れちゃって寝ちゃったっていうことありますかね？
Now that kind of goes to the passage right here when Jesus was praying.
今日のお話の中ではイエス様がお話している時にそういうことが起きちゃったんですね。
So Jesus was with his disciples and he asked the disciples, to stay here, keep watch while he goes and he talks to God.
イエス様は弟子たちを連れてきてイエス様をお祈りしている時にそこで待ってなさいっていうふうに言ったんですね。
Now Jesus was praying because Jesus felt really concerned about what was going to happen.
イエス様はこれから何が起きるかっていうのを知ってたので、そのために一生懸命お祈りしてたんですね。
So Jesus left to go pray, and when he came back, he found his disciples sleeping.
イエス様が行って、お祈りしてて戻ってきたら弟子たちはみんな寝ちゃってたんですね。
So he pretty much was telling them like, "You can't stay awake. I asked you to keep watch."
イエス様はもう起きててって言ったでしょ、なんで寝ちゃうのって言ったんですね。
So he said, "Okay, I'm going to go back and then I'm going to go continue talking to my father and then please stay awake and keep watch." And they were like, "We will do it, sir."
なのでイエス様がもう一回お祈りに行くから今度こそちゃんと起きててねって言ったんですね。
Guess what happened? They fell asleep when Jesus came back.
やっぱりイエス様行って戻ってきたらまた弟子たちは寝ちゃってたんですね。
Now, Jesus could have easily just been like yelling at them like, "Oh my gosh, I asked you to stay awake." But he understood that they were tired.
イエス様はそこで怒ってもよかったんですけど、でも疲れてるっていうのを知ってたんですね、弟子さんたちが。
But Jesus, like I mentioned earlier, he was very concerned about because he knew what was going to happen to him. And let's not forget that Jesus was God, fully God and also fully man. So he also had feelings like a human where he experienced fear.
でイエス様はこれから何が起きるかというのをしてたんで、ちょっと怖いっていうのもあったと思うんですよね。
Jesus said this.
イエス様はこう言ったんですね。
My soul is crushed with grief to the point of death.
私は悲しみのあまり死ぬほどですというふうに言ったんですね。
You know, Jesus was feeling it. He knew what was going to happen, and he was concerned. He was very concerned.
イエス様はすごい何が起きるかしてたので、ちょっとですね心配してたんですね。
And when Jesus went back to pray to his Father again, Jesus said, and this is the verse that I told you that really stuck with me.
でこれはですねすごい大事な聖書の箇所だよっていうところですね。
He said, My Father, if this cup cannot be taken away unless I drink it, your will be done.
我が父をどうしても飲まずには済まされぬ杯でしたら、どうぞ御心の通りをなさってくださいって言ったんですね。
Jesus was asking his Father, he said, if you can't take what's going to happen to me away, you know what? It's not about me. It's about your will and what you can do to have a relationship with your creation. So I will do your will so we can have that relationship with the humans, with the people.
でイエス様は心配だったんですけど、自分の思いより神様の思いを行ってくださいって言ったんですね。
When I saw that really stuck with me because, you know, when you think about God, you think he is this mighty, powerful being. But yet he came down as a man so he can experience pain and laughter and all kinds of things just so we can relate with us and know what we are going through.
神様はすごい方っていうイメージありますけど、人間として来てくれて私たちと同じようなことを体験してくれたんですね。
So I want you to go ahead and remember that God came down as a full man and fully God so he can have that relationship with us, but he did also have concerns, but he did those concerns so he can be close to you and he be close to me.
イエス様は 100% 神様だったんですけど 100% 人間だったので、私たちと同じような感情を持つことができたんですね。
So I want you to go read this verse read this passage with your family.
家族と一緒に読んでください。
Talk about it.
でお話してください。
And then I want you to understand the importance of what Jesus had done for all of us.
イエス様はどういうことをしてくれたかっていうのをみんなでよくお話してください。
All right. So let's go ahead and thank Jesus for, knowing what's going to happen, but he did it because he truly loves us. He laid down his life for us so we can have that relationship
な
with
の
him.
でイエス様を感謝しましょ
So let's go ahead and tell Jesus thank you.
う。でイエス様にお祈りしましょう。
All right. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week coming up, but always remember what Jesus did for us and he continues doing for us every single day because he truly loves us and wants us to have a relationship.
なので良い週末を過ごしましょう。イエス様がやってくれた素晴らしいことを忘れずにいましょうね。
All right. Until next time.
はい、それではバイバイ。
Have a blessed weekend. Bye bye.